if your wellness routine has about 15 supplements, 3 detox teas, and 2 meditations a day, you have a very regimented routine, you might think that you're healing because you're doing all the quote unquote good things, healthy things that people have suggested. But here's the truth. You could actually be making yourself sick or sicker. And it's not your fault. It's what the wellness industry wants you to believe. And today I'm going to explain why doing all these things might be sabotaging your health and what actually works instead. Hi, I'm Tripat, and I'm trained in both Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine. And I work with people who have tried everything but are still feeling exhausted, anxious, or in pain. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the wellness industry, the supplements, the detox, the endless routines that look like self-care, but in reality, they're just stressing your body out even more in ways that you probably don't even realize. Starting with over-supplementation. So starting with this because this is a theme that I've been noticing. Everyone thinks if a little bit is good, that a lot must be a lot better. But your body doesn't really work like that. Taking B12 or vitamin D as examples, or like herbal powders, sure, in the right dose, they can help. But when they're stacked together for every day, for months on end, they can compete for absorption in the body. They can stress out your liver even more and even disrupt your sleep. So if you're doing too much, your body's having a harder time metabolizing and you're stressing the body out more than actually helping, even though these are considered healthy things. I've had patients with anxiety, heart palpitations, and digestive issues, all because they were taking too much of the good stuff, like things that are supposed to help them. And here's the kicker. So in traditional Chinese medicine, overdoing supplements or detoxes weakens your spleen and your stomach. These two work together to help digestion, to generate and produce qi in blood, basically. When you're overdoing it, you're depleting and weakening these two organs, depleting yin, which is the coolant energy in your body, and all of these disrupt your natural rhythm. And this isn't just theory, it's observable in your energy, in your digestion, in your mood. Too much of what's healthy can actually make you feel worse. So this is where you have to also pay attention to what patterns are arising within your body. So I had a patient who came to me exhausted, bloated, anxious. Morning routine was so regimented: green juice, like 7 supplements, cold showers, 30-minute meditations, and a super high intensity workout, all within like the span of the first 3 hours of waking up. And like, by the sounds of it, oh my God. And she also thought that this was all the right things. You're doing all the right things. But her body, on the other hand, is screaming, stop. Her spleen and stomach were overworked. Her yin is depleted. Her nervous system is constantly in a fight or flight response and not being able to rest and take a breather to recover and repair her body. And after simplifying some of the things, reducing supplements, it can look like of what this person would actually need, balance the routine a little bit better, then you'll see, then this person started seeing that sleeping, digestion, and just feeling like herself again. It's sometimes doing more, wanting more, you think that is going to be doing a lot more in your body, but it can be doing the very opposite thing. And next one I want to touch on are detoxes. Questionable, okay? Questionable. Detoxes, juice cleansers, colonics, detox teas. It's everywhere. Like, everyone's trying to sell you this. And yes, they make you feel like you're doing something good, but the truth is your body already detoxes itself every day. Your liver's doing the work, your kidneys doing the work, your lymph's doing the work, your skin's doing the work. They're literally built for this. So overdoing detox routines definitely slows down your digestion. It disrupts your microbiome, and then it also stresses your adrenals out because you're just like putting the body in panic because it's like, what, am I not doing something right? And in other words, you feel worse and not better. And again, in the world of traditional Chinese medicine, this is a classic spleen, stomach weakness. Your yin starts to drop, your coolant energy starts to drop. You're unable to regulate your temperature a little better because your yin is depleting. Your qi is disrupted, and the cleanse you thought that was helping, and it could have been the very thing that is sabotaging your recovery all along. And this has happened quite a bit with like some people that I've seen. I'll have people go on juice cleanses every week and or every other week, but feeling tired, constipated, anxious, and labs and everything obviously comes back normal. So either being told it's all in your head and or they start gaslighting themselves that it's all in their head. And after easing off some of these detox things that this person thinks is supposed to be healthy, and we start nourishing your stomach and spleen and helping your digestive system have the proper energy with warm food, simple herbs, this person or these people's energy definitely comes back in just like a matter of days. The lesson here is more isn't always better. Balance is better. Listening to your body, intuitively knowing when your body needs rest versus when your body has enough energy to go. There's seasons for this. You can't be in constant go, go, go mode because you're stuck in sympathetic mode. That being said, let's move on to nervous system. Even the most healthy routines can be overstimulating if you are depleted. Meditation, intense workouts, supplements, detox, regimented routines, they can all push your nervous system in a constant fight or flight mode if you're doing them compulsively out of punishment, shame, guilt, instead of listening to your body and what it truly needs. Your nervous system is kind of like a garden. So some amount of water is good. If you flood it with stimulation, by doing more, it never really fully gets the chance to rest and rebuild. And that's the other side of the sympathetic drive, the parasympathetic system, where you're allowing your body to repair, digest, rest, and just repair properly. Think of if you overwater your garden, your plants start drooping because it's too much. Like they don't need all of that. So this leads to fatigue, anxiety, insomnia, digestive issues, even if the labs look normal. So you feel like something's wrong, but like regular Western doctors can't figure out what it is. It's because your nervous system is too stressed out and your organs just aren't, their energetics aren't working as properly. Sorry, I'm tired. Had a long day. Just know that the wellness industry thrives off of you chasing the next trend because you don't feel better. But the real healing is in slowing down and listening to your body of what it needs. And if you are doing too much, listening to pull back and then seeing what works versus what doesn't. If you're doing a bunch of things all at once, you probably also won't know what is working versus what isn't working. A full moment of truth, honesty right here. Influencers aren't necessarily lying to you. They're just selling solutions that worked for them and or their brand. They aren't considering your unique constitution, your medical history, your patterns in your body, or your nervous system state. They're seeing what has worked for them. And following these people's routines blindly can cause nutrition imbalances, disrupt digestion, can exhaust your adrenals and your nervous system, and create anxiety around doing it wrong. I'm not doing enough, or I'm doing it not how they said that things were supposed to go. And yes, even meditation apps, yoga challenges can push you into a constant optimization mode, which isn't healing, it's performative. And your body isn't a trend experiment. You need to get better at listening to your body rather than following the next thing that somebody else outside of you is telling you that is going to work for you. Only you know what is going to work for you. Listen to your body. So what actually works? Balance, moderation, everything in moderation, individualization, rest, and listening to your body for the 20th time. Support your nervous system with simple but low stress routines that kind of fit well in your lifestyle currently. And or start by changing one small habit a day and doing that for a while, and then moving on to the next one once it feels like it's cemented into your lifestyle and into your routines. You're eating real, nourishing food. You're treating food as medicine. Every ingredient has an energetic and is doing something to your body. So you really have to start paying attention to what you're putting into your body, to the level of spice, salt, pepper, and just the energetics of the fruit, veggies, meat, and everything that you're eating. And avoid obsessing over trends, the next fad of what's going to help you lose weight or what's going to give you the next like energy level upgrade, and or just any upgrade in life that's super fast. That's not how real healing works. Prioritizing your sleep, gentle movement, mindfulness that actually feels restorative rather than like, oh my God, I gotta get this done, and then I'll feel better. Like, that's not how it works. It's in a moment to moment decision of, okay, I feel a little nervous. What would help me in this moment? That might be going for a walk. That might be doing a meditation. Maybe that's getting a snack because you haven't eaten in 7 hours, like really doing a self-scan, self-awareness on that moment of what is actually causing this, instead of jumping straight from, I feel nervous, I feel anxious, somebody told me to do this, let me go do that. You're doing more of a self-reflection inward to see what would make you feel better and or what would help you in this moment, rather than someone else said this, so I'm going to do this and then I should feel better, because that's probably not what is going to help you, because it helped that person in that moment because that's what they knew they had to do. Using supplements only when you have a real deficiency. Over-supplementation can cause more harm. And in traditional Chinese medicine, we want to help tonify your stomach, your spleen, restore that coolant energy in your body, and calm your mind. In a Western medicine perspective, you're kind of supporting digestion a little better, regulating your stress hormones, and honoring the natural rhythms of your body. And healing doesn't come from doing everything all at once. It comes from doing the right things for you in this moment. It might change the next moment. So being really self-aware on that part. So next time you're scrolling through your wellness feed on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, ask yourself, is this actually helping me, or am I kind of keeping up with the performance of wellness? Well, I do this, so I must be the epitome of health. Comment below the wellness trend that kind of backfired on you. I read comments and I will reply. And if you want any more tips on balancing modern life with ancient wisdom, hit subscribe. Don't forget to like. And we're just getting started. I can't wait to talk about some of these other controversial topics. But bye for now. Bye.